Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Jeff, and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we are trying to do today is we are playing a deck called Gates and Gatekeepers. And so we have all of our gates here in our lands. We have almost every one of them in here. We're cutting a few out to have a few extra basic lands just for the occasional time we need untapped mana, or that we hope for it at least. But then we are playing a lot of other walls and everything, which are basically gates, as well as just a lot of gate synergies and some fun things to kind of help us get to where we want to be. So first off, the main goal of this deck is to get a massive Gatekeeper Gargoyle. It's a 6 mana 3/3 flyer, not amazing for its stats, but if you have a lot of gates out, this just becomes massive. And so what we're trying to do is bring him down on turn 6 or 7, if we have to play a tap land on 6, and then bring him in for as a 10/10 flyer, which is just amazing. So that is kind of the main goal of the deck, is to make that happen. But of course, if our main goal is to get to turn 6 or 7, we have to be playing some other ways to kind of get us there. So that's why I threw in some walls, and I figured let's go ahead and go for the full synergy here. We're playing Arcades with our walls, everything down here. We wanted the non-mana colored ones as best we could, because we're not sure exactly what lands we're going to be drawing into for the most part. Everything is dual lands though, basically, so we should be able to play our Arcades by turn 5. As well as a lot of ways to get the kinds of mana that we want, and a lot of just different ramp. And then I was playing this initially without too much removal, and we were just getting blown out too much by aggro decks, which there's a lot of right now. So we brought in some Deafening Clarions to see how well that goes, a Seal Away, Settle the Wreckage, and then otherwise this deck actually does pretty well. Glaive of the Guildpact to give us a little bit more damage in with our Gargoyle if we can. Actually, just equipping that, if we do get to it, with one of them, basically wins us the game right on the spot with him. They're pretty close. And so anyway, that is the goal of the deck. We're gonna see how it goes in practice. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. Wish me luck. Here we go. All right, so here we are in Arena Standard, and we are playing Gates and Gatekeepers, and just trying to play around the gate synergies that are in Guilds of Ravnica. I don't think that there is really a ton here. Let's see here. We really want some more land, but I think that we have at least some stuff to play and hopefully guild summon it. So let's keep this in hopes for another land. On the play, we're doing okay. And sorry about this room here, guys. I am in a place that is a little bit more echoey. So if that bothers you, sorry about it. I'll probably be moving to a new location soon. But this one works for now. Let's go ahead and play down the plains. We want to get something down right away when possible. So let's go ahead and get down. Let's just go Wall of Mist. Pass the turn. Especially if they're playing red-white, they can be swinging with a hasty creature next turn. I'd rather just have something to block it here. No land. Ooh, that's good for us. All right, not too shabby at all. All right, I mean, we can't attack in with the defender, so this doesn't really help us at all for the moment. Let's go Gleaming Barrier. Pass the turn. So we do have our lands here for Guild Summit, which can be good to help us draw into our green source. Really what we want to do is place as many of these as we can, start getting some crazy stuff going. All right, Legion War Boss. Right now we're wanting to draw into our ways to kill the board as well. That would be great. All right, so we can play Guild Summit or this. We can't really play both. Let's go ahead and play down the Gateway Plaza. At the same time, we want to be able to draw cards from it as well. Let's go ahead and play this down. I want to get this Circuitous Route here more. All right, and Suspicious Bookcase. Make sure they can't do any damage next turn still. They'll be able to start building their board, though, pretty quickly. We're hoping for Deafening Clarion, whatever. He should be mentoring there. There's really no reason not to. Alright, and so let's go ahead and Guild Summit. So we're going to tap down this one here, and here, and here. And then we can tap down the Gateway to draw a card as it comes in. think opponent's trying to read our card right now, see what it is we're actually doing here. All right, comes in. Let's go ahead and tap down the plaza. Yep, tap one, draw a card. All right, so another wall isn't bad. What we'll probably do though next turn is just draw 2 cards and get 2 lands. Like, that is just crazy powerful. If we had multiple of these out, this combo here is just so good. All right, so they are going to start swinging in with everything. All right, they're going to mentor. We'll block the ones with the most damage. Block, block, block. 3 blockers. All right, what do we got? So Selesnya Guildgate. Let's go ahead and draw a card first, see what we got. Okay, so we draw a forest. And let's just keep drawing right now. I think that we want to have some sort of board clear as soon as possible. So let's go grab some gates here. So we want green and this one as well. That works. Draw a couple cards. Alrighty. Alright, so next turn, I mean, we have quite a bit of mana here. And hopefully, okay, so Lightning Strike comes in to our face. This Legion War Boss can get pretty bad. If they get multiple, that would be pretty bad. Alright, bring us down to 14. What we could do is play the Glaive and at least stop them from swinging in, because we can kill some of their stuff each time. Might not be a bad idea. I'm not too worried about taking 2-3 damage, you know, here and there. Not yet. And hopefully we draw into an Arcades here soon, or a Clarion. Alright, perfect. So let's just go ahead and fire that off real quick. This is sorcery, right? Yeah, so let's do it now. Getting lifelink doesn't do anything for us. Perfect. Kill their board. Let's go ahead and draw a couple more cards. Get some more lands out of our deck. Let's go ahead and grab some of these ones this time. We don't want to grab that one. And yeah, let's grab that. Sounds good. We really don't need any of the black mana, really, but eh. Alright, so we're drawing cards. Another Guild Summit is fantastic. Alright, and so combat, pass the turn. I think we'll have to discard 1. And we'll probably just discard the forest. Yeah, so end. Oh, actually, I could have played a card there. Oops. I missed playing a land, so we'll just discard this one. I thought I had played the Selesnya Guildgate. Shalai, okay. Alright, and so now we need... do we have the ones with reach? I'm not sure. Let's see if we can go digging for... let's draw first, so let's go ahead and play Guildgate. See if we can draw Arcades. No Arcades, but Gatekeeper is exactly what we're looking for. So Gatekeeper, go. A 12-12, not too shabby. Now Guild Summit, I guess we should have played that down before we played the land. I wasn't counting my mana like I should for this one. But let's go ahead and maybe put on... let's go ahead and put down the Glaive Guildpact as well. And pass the turn. And that gives us a way to swing in for lethal each time. So I'm guessing that they're going to have Lyra as well, which can be pretty bad for us. They might be holding up a Settle the Wreckage. I've learned my lesson from the time before. Alright, so we're actually going to play Guild Summit first this time. Alright, so Guild Summit first. So we're going to go ahead and play blue, white, and white. Alright, and so how many do we want to tap down? I'm thinking that we just tap down 2. These are the 2 that we really don't need. I want to have enough mana for if we draw into an Arcades. So submit. All right, another Clarion. Not really doing much for us. Let's go ahead and play Boros Guildgate, draw 2 cards. All right, another Guild Summit. We can have that for next turn. Let's go ahead and let's just go. Let's equip this. So equip here, and I think we do wait. Settle the Wreckage just blows us out so bad, and they've been holding up mana. So let's go ahead and just throw down Gleaming Barrier. And say no attackers. And we will discard, let's see, that's another way to draw a card. So we'll just get rid of the Forest. I guess Forest is probably the one we need more than others, but that's okay. Heroic Reinforcements brings in some peoples. And opponent scoops it up. All right, perfect. So didn't have the Settle the Wreckage like we were worried about. And we would have drawn into our Arcades there, and I think we would have just cleared out the board pretty quickly. So that worked out actually a lot better than I expected. This is what I thought was just a janky deck. But hey, let's see if we can go for another game. See how it goes. All right. So put down in the comments below any other decks you guys would like me to do in Guilds of Ravnica. I'm with the wipe. I am kind of going through and trying to find which cards I do actually have or have a basis for to start building around. But I'd love to hear what things I should start saving up for, start building up towards for you guys, because I'm doing this for you guys. And so yeah, I would love to hear what you guys like. Oh man, we could keep this one. We do have 2 mana for everything we need. We are on the draw, have a possible Clarion. Is that how you said that? Anyway, we're going to keep this one. I mean, we have all the things that we want, all the colors that we want right now. So we play Mountain first, pass the turn. This would get sacrificed if we didn't. Druid of the Cowl. All right, this might be the Kicker's deck, I'm guessing. All right, so we could play Gleaming Barrier real quick. I'm not as worried right now. I mean, that actually lets us play stuff though. Let's go ahead and get down the Gateway Plaza and pass the turn. Oh, all right. So this is the Unsealing deck. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, so Forest. Let's go ahead and play Guild Summit now. Tap this for blue. Yes, yes. Pass the turn. And let's see if they bring out a Sarkhan and Sealing here next. I think they would have if they had it. Alright, Goreclaw isn't great. Wall of Mist will block that, although does he also get +1/+1? So he becomes a 5/4. So let's actually go ahead and fire off this now. So killing their board, we have another one on hand. Luckily, if they are playing the Unsealing deck, this kills most things except for things like that, the Charging Montresor. Hey, man, we would really like to draw into some mana here. So actually, let's go ahead and play Gleaming Barrier. Go. And pass the turn. This way, when they swing in, they are drawing extra cards, but hopefully we get to at least get some mana here. Needletooth Raptor. Alrighty. If he swings in, we actually will kill it and then maybe kill that guy right away just so we have a little more protection. I mean, it only is to opponent's creatures. I wish it would do it to him. But we're going to block, get some more mana. Take 1. And if we draw into land, we actually could play the Amaranthine Wall and have a blocker. So land, we can draw 2, get some more land out here, take 7, possibly more if he has another one. We can play this in block, take 2. I think that's the right play. We could also kill this guy now without any issues. Also, we could play it and still have... Yeah, let's go ahead and play the wall. I think that will give us the most turns, or it has the most possibility to give us more turns to keep playing. Yep, resolve. They do get to keep drawing cards. And hopefully we can get into this gargoyle soon. We don't really have that many gates though, like at all. So Circuitous Route will help us out. Make him a 6/6 at least. Banefire X6. Okay, resolves. Yep, we'll swing in for 7. That's not good. Alright, and so... Oh, man. We really need some mana here. We can draw cards and survive one more turn, and then we can play double Bookcase to maybe help us at least stay alive. So let's just go for this. See if it helps us live. We really just need luck here, so go for the colors we mainly need. Alright, more gates isn't bad either. We actually haven't played one yet, so let's go ahead and play one. Actually, this is the color we need more. I'm not playing anything in black. I'm playing it mostly just to have more gates. So I'm running 2 of the Dimir and 2 of the Golgari instead of a full 4. Alright, so they're going to swing in, bring us down to 5. Alrighty. So, and lightning strikes. Do they have the shock for the win? They've been able to draw all of the cards, so it's very possible. Yep, alright, so resolves. They did draw a lot of burn there. Yeah, alright, so we'll play another game here. That one was pretty bad. And that's really the issue is, man, playing in tapped mana really hurts in this, and if you don't draw into the lands, it's pretty bad. But we're playing enough ways to tutor them up. I don't want to be playing more than the 24 lands. Anyway, well, I'm interested to see some other people's builds of this. So if you guys have any ideas of ways to make it a little bit quicker, I'm trying out the walls and the Arcades version, which is super fun. Oh man, so we are going first this time. No green mana. We have a Wall of Mist and a way to kind of have some good protection. So I will keep it. It's probably a really bad keep, but we're going to keep it. Pass the turn. I know we have more green mana than anything else in the deck. Guildgate isn't bad at all. Yeah, let's go ahead and play Mountain and Wall of Mist. I guess I should be playing my tap mana there for Guild Summit. Because I don't really need anything to protect here, and if it's against control, then this is kind of worthless. Same with against flyers. Alright, we're going to go ahead and play the Plains now. Plains and Guild Summit. Oops. Got a little hasty there. Yep, play again with blue this time. There we go. I know what I'm doing, maybe. Alright, so Guild Summit comes in, pass the turn. And so now, I mean, if we draw into Forest for Circuitous Route, then we can restabilize here pretty well. We Dragonauts. Alright, don't have my reach ones. Ooh, hopefully we can draw into that. That would be helpful. So, Guildgate, draw a card. Oh, now we draw our Forest. That's great. Alright, let's just go ahead and play this guy down. Pass the turn. And so, yeah, I mean, we're only playing one plane, so we know we won't have it this next turn. Hopefully we're still okay, though. If they just have, like, shock, opt, then this guy will be pretty big. And that'll do a lot of damage. Alright, so, Precognition Field. You may look at the top card of your library, and you can cast the top card of the library if it's an instant or sorcery, and you can exile it if you need to. Alright, that's a pretty fun card. Alright, so, Forest, go. And Circuitous Route, go. We're going to grab green and green with the whites there. Draw some cards. Ooh, our Arcades without the walls this time. And I'm surprised they didn't even attack in for one there. But we do have the Arcades. If they're holding up control, then we won't be playing him. All right, Divination comes in. With Arcades, I mean, there's so many cards that draw us, so many things that we play that draw us cards. I think just about everything except for our removal, which is pretty awesome. All right, so they're shocking us. Yep, swinging in for a lot and a half. Arcades will be able to come in and at least help with that. They'll have to trade if ever they swing in. Sell the Wreckage would be pretty good as well. All right, so Boros Guildgate. Let's go ahead and I want to play Arcades. Yeah, let's go ahead and play Arcades here. Wall of Mist can now attack in. I can actually have him attack in for quite a bit. So let's... that's actually pretty fun. I can't settle the Wreckage anyway. I could grab this, but let's just go ahead and equip this here. So he's going to be swinging in for 5 now. Draw a card. I'll attack. Pass the turn now. So Menace, Vigilance, and Defender. And he's still swinging in for quite a bit. I think Circuitous Route is probably one of our best cards. It makes him become an 8/8 or 8/5. Which isn't bad. We can hold up Settle the Wreckage for the next turn. If he ever gets so big, man, we don't want to lose our Arcades. We don't have enough of them. That's probably the main thing I need is to have a couple more Arcades. Let's see if they have like a Fight with Fire. Looks like they're trying to target him down. Selective Snare. Alright, so return X target creatures. That's pretty cool. The creature type of your choice to their owner's hand. I did not see this before. That is an insanely good card. That is like an amazing sideboard card right there. Wow. That's yeah, that'll be pretty good. Alright, so we have our Gargoyle now, which is pretty good. So let's go ahead and play down our Gateway Plaza first. Go ahead and pay 1 red. Guild Summit isn't bad either. So let's see, how many gates do we have? Alright, so while they're tapped down, let's go ahead and get this guy out here. I think that will be better. So go ahead with Gatekeeper. Pass the turn. He is a 9/9. Should be able to block pretty much anything the Wee Dragonauts can do. They might be able to like combo off to kill it, which we will have to block no matter what. And Adela's could be really bad here. I probably should have held up to Settle the Wreckage. Return target creature, so returns him. Yep, returns the Gargoyle. Bounce is pretty good against us. Yep, we'll swing in for 1. Alright, so taking 1, we can handle that. Alright, so we can play Guild Summit. So how much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 mana. So we have 6. Not enough to play both of these guys. So let's go ahead and play down the Guild Summit first. And we're not going to use any of this because we have exactly enough to to draw 2 cards here. Alright, did we still kill ourselves right now? So submit 0. I mean, we have to play this. We can just hope for the Settle the Wreckage here, but that's kind of conspicuous now. Go ahead and go drawing for cards. And they might just have a counter for it. I think we still have to do it, though. I think that we just have to hold up the Settle the Wreckage. I think it's our only hope, because if we play him down and they can make him swing in and give this guy pretty much any damage, and which is a good chance they can. So we're just going to, if they have shocks too, it's bad. Anyway, yeah, we'll pass the turn. Discarding, let's discard District Guide. Alright, so we do have the Settle the Wreckage to be throwing their way. Should have tapped down some gates then. But we have a pretty decent hand. We have a lot of what we want. Alright, Erratic Cyclops comes down. That's a fun card as well. So they were playing Banefires already, I think we saw. That was the last opponent. Alright, swinging in. We will Settle the Wreckage. See if they have a counter spell. If it's Syncopate, we can pay for it. Yes, alright, so it does resolve. Perfect. And now I think we have a chance to kind of rebuild here pretty well. As long as they don't go bouncing too much. So we can play Arcades and Gargoyle next turn. Exiling the top card of the library, which was a land. Alright, so let's go ahead and draw 2 cards first. Alright, and so now let's play Arcades, which does make him do damage equal to his toughness rather than... But that's okay. We need to have... If they're playing a lot of bounce type stuff, that's our biggest threat. So, actually, yeah. Let's go ahead. Yeah, play Arcades. Sorry about that, guys. Just double checking here, and then Gargoyle as an 11/11, and we will go ahead and swing in. 1 attacker. He does have Vigilance. Oh, I guess that makes sense. It doesn't matter. Oh, he has Menace, so that's why I was doing it. He has Menace. I totally forgot about Menace. All right, so yeah, we'll kill him. 3 damage there, yes. Pass the turn. And so I think I mean, if they just draw into Burn or Banefire, then we're in bad shape. But otherwise, we should be able to turn this around. Or we at least have a chance now. We will have a lot of card advantage drawing off of Arcades and off of Guildgate. We should be doing quite well. Spitflame. Make him a little bit bigger. They can cast the top card. So what are they casting here? Mission Briefing. Going to be bringing back the Spitflame and casting it again. Okay. That's pretty cool. Surveilling 2. Bring out Arclight. And actually, oh man, does Arclight come out? Which is fine. This guy does have Trample, though, so if they can give him... If they play Spitflame, they'll be able to do 3 damage here. Are they getting Shock? Okay, so they Shock Arcades. Then does Arclight come out? Yes, Arclight Phoenix comes out. And they'll pass the turn. All right. So no more Arcades. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. But let's go ahead and Guildgate. Draw some cards. Alrighty. We do have enough mana to play Gargoyle with this as well. So let's go ahead and get some more drawing going. Let's grab these ones. Draw 4 cards. This isn't a May ability, so we do have to be a little bit careful here along the way. Okay, Seal Away is a good thing to be holding up as well. So, how much mana do we have? We're going to be using all of it. I think it's worthwhile though here. I'm not as worried this turn. Although holding up Seal Away, Let's go ahead for Gargoyle. Bring down a 14/14. Swing in. I mean, if they have a bounce spell, we can still block some of it here. This, I guess there really wasn't a reason to put too much pressure there. They will block though. Okay, that helps us out. All right, so they block, and now we have to discard 3 cards. So let's go ahead with Gleaming here and Amaranthine. Why not? Pass the turn. All right, what you got? So they're digging for something else. This is actually where I haven't really seen Precognition Field as I like it, but I actually do like it in this kind of a deck where you're just digging for the right kind of instant sorcery. Yeah, that's not bad. Kind of like pay 3 loot to an extent. Cosmic Wave does a damage to everything. Now we can't block, and so he can do 4 damage. Really? Oh man, I should have held up Seal Away. No! I did not think that would happen. Yeah, good game, opponent. Good game, opponent. We'll let him play this one out. Oh my goodness. Cannot block this turn. Man, should have held up Seal Away. Yep, good game, good game. Oh, he's scooping it up. Really? Okay. Thanks, opponent. All right, we will take the pity scoop. We'll take it. All right, let's go ahead and check into. Ooh, you know what? Let's claim prize and check out our pack first. New card, sounds good. Another Gargoyle. Tajik, sweet. I think that's number 3 or 4 for that guy for us. Excellent. All right, so Gates and Gatekeepers. What did you guys think of this deck? I actually was kind of pleased with how it played out. I definitely think that managing the removal. This is where a deck where I feel like it gets a lot stronger having a sideboard where you can actually bring in based off of what your opponent's doing, because we're a lot more responsive than we are proactive. With just some big threats that they have to have some pretty good stuff to take care of. I mean, if you're playing against really competitive decks, though, that are playing like Ross's Contempt, stuff like that, I think you need to bring in an extra Arcades or 2 to give a little more consistency on this side of the deck. But I think Gatekeeper Gargoyle is another threat that can end games pretty well. And so, anyway, I like it. I think it's fun. Yeah, I love to hear what you guys think of the deck down in the comments below. I do think this is one that It's pretty easy to go looking for those. So like honestly, just about everything is uncommon in this. You know, besides the Arcades, but Gargoyles are uncommon, and you can kind of pick and choose what kind of removal you have as well. So anyway, I'd love to hear what you guys think of what kind of different variations you guys might come up with, the better kind of removal that you guys think should be in here. And other than that, thanks so much for watching. I hope you like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.